Welcome, dear. We shall start the first chapter of history, Nationalism in India. For understanding this chapter, Nationalism in India, we should start first with the establishment of Indian National Congress in 1885 with the efforts of W.C. Banerjee and a retired British official, Alan Octavian Hume, A.O. Hume. Now the command of the Congress initially remained in the hands of moderate leaders. Who were the moderate leaders? Moderate leaders were the leaders who, having deep faith in justice of British. So, in the initial years of Congress, 1885 to 1905, there was no change made in the administration policy of the Indians. So that is why here many of the leaders of Congress were annoyed with the policy of British government. They were extremists. Extremists were the leaders who believe in the direct action method like Lal, Bal and Pal. Now the command of Congress in 1905 came in the hands of extremists. There is one more event of this particular year 1905 was the dividation of Bengal. Lord Curzon decided to divide Bengal on communal lines because at that time Bengal was the largest province. So that is why he wanted to divide Bengal on communal lines in the form of East Bengal and West Bengal, because East Bengal having Muslim majority and West Bengal having Hindu majority. So that is why this division was greeted opposition throughout the country and people boycotted that announcement, and a new movement started, that was Swadeshi and boycott movement. Later it was made popular by Mahatma Gandhi. Then in 1906 Muslim League was established. Here many of the British leaders were got success in separatize Hindus with the Muslim by establishing a Muslim League. Then later in the Surat session of the Congress was divided into extremists and moderates. Now there was a little bit difference between the policy of extremists and the moderate. Now directly we come to the history of First World War. The First World War started in 1914 to 1918. Due to World War, there was a deep impact on the political and economic condition of India. Now when British participated in the war, there was a huge increase in the defense expenditure of India, and this huge expenditure was meted with rising custom duties, a new tax, that was income tax, introduced in India, and there was a forced recruitment in the countryside. The villagers or farmers were forcibly recruited in the army and they were sent to England to fight the war. One more important thing, at that time there was a shortage of food because the crop failure was there, and ultimately it led to the condition of epidemic as well as an influenza epidemic. Influenza is a virus contaminated disease as like corona. Now the condition of India was already deteriorated at this time, and then Gandhi came in January 1915. He has already launched the Satyagraha movement in South Africa with the three mantra. These were truth, non-violence and Satyagraha. So here he started his movement with these principles. The idea of Satyagraha. What is the idea of Satyagraha? The idea of Satyagraha emphasizes the power of truth and the need to search for truth. For an oppressor, it is not needed to use violence. He can win the battle by using non-violence. So, initially, he launched three movements in India: Champaran Satyagraha, Kheda Satyagraha and Ahmedabad Satyagraha. In 1916, he toured the villages of Bihar and saw the oppressive plantation system in Bihar. So he supported the peasants against the oppressive plantation system, and this was the first success of Gandhi in the Champaran Satyagraha. Second movement was launched in Kheda district of Gujarat, where there was a crop failure and the farmers were not in the condition to pay the revenue. Here the movement was against to waive off the revenue and the British government has to surrender. Then later the third movement, Ahmedabad Satyagraha, was launched against the policy of the industrialists. Industrialists did not raise the wages of the workers since a long period of time. Ultimately, Gandhi make them agree to increase the wages, and ultimately industrialists accepted the views of Gandhi and they provide 35% bonus to the workers. This is all for today. Thank you.